to It's Time to Kill. And today's quote is: the surest way to be happy is to seek happiness for others. I don't know, guys, what's been up on your mind, but my mind has been filled with.
Spiderman, Spiderman.
That's right.
चुराया मेरे दिल का चैन, Spiderman, Spiderman. तूने चुराया मेरे दिल का चैन, देख के तेरे करतब यारा मैं तो
What are they singing? What are they saying?
Say, Spiderman,
Spiderman, Spiderman.
तूने चुराया
तूने चुराया
मेरा
मेरा
दिल का चैन.
दिल का चैन.
तूने चुराया मेरे दिल का चैन, Spiderman, Spiderman. तूने चुराया मेरे दिल का चैन, देख के तेरे करतब यारा.
So that is what has been up on my mind, guys, is the Spider-Man PS5 remaster, and Insomniac has actually remodeled the whole Peter Parker character, and it's unbelievable. I just want you to watch this short trailer to actually understand what I'm talking about.
Oh wow, so cool. But how did you?
Intracranial neural network. Neurotransmission speeds under 1 nanosecond. Faster than signals travel inside the brain. Never mind to an external prosthesis. We did it, Peter. No one can take this away from us.
Amazing.
And your work on the neural web we can keep.
But we haven't even tested it yet. There's so much we don't know.
It works beautifully. Come on, take a look.
So this is what I was talking about, guys. Now you know that there's a difference between the PS4 Pro version of Marvel Spider-Man and the PS5 remastered version of Marvel Spider-Man. They have completely remodeled Peter Parker into a different person. Now there's been a backlash from fans that they do not like this new face, and it is understandable because it's change and people don't easily accept change, and this was uncalled for. So basically, I know it's really hard for everyone to accept this. This is how he looks beside Mary Jane. I know we are so used to the old Peter Parker. People are believing him to be more like Tom, but that's not true. They were actually trying to make him look more like Ben Jordan. This is the character they face modeled him after, and if you Google it, you will find this post from Push Square about the whole reason and why they did it. They actually made it look like Ben Jordan more because it was difficult for the previous artist to make him come into next gen. Basically, that's what the reason that is stated here. You can actually read it to get the overview. And speaking of Spider-Man, Miles Morales is coming out on 12th November. I'm so excited for this. But this review is about Marvel Spider-Man Game of the Year edition, and the DLC is called The City That Never Sleeps, and the first chapter is The Heist, the second chapter is Turf Wars, and the third chapter is Silver Lining. And here's a short video clip. I'll be right back.
Let's do this.
It's the bar! Any of you guys read that chapter in The Art of War about misdirection? No? Good.
Before I rate the DLC, I'll obviously give you the review of Spider-Man itself. So Spider-Man is a role-playing game. It's a Marvel action adventure, and you are the web slinger Spider-Man who's in New York. And this is one of the best games, best PS4 exclusive that I've played, and IGN rates it about 8.7, and that's a very good rating, you know, out of 10. So what I loved about this game is the web swinging part, the new mechanics that Insomniac has worked hard to deliver, and I also like the story. You start off as Spider-Man, obviously, and you take down Fisk. He's one of the greatest villains Spider-Man has ever faced, and he's like, what are the after effects that take place after that event? And also the story is like amazing, the music is amazing, the combat and the different ways you can defeat your enemies. Like right now I can use different kind of combos and then gadgets and everything. So I really enjoyed the game and I would give it a great 8.5. And the reason I am giving it an 8.5 is that the side missions are not actually, most of the side missions are not actually connected to the main story. They're different stories and some of them I question their relevance, like catching a pigeon. I don't understand the relevance of that. Why would Spider-Man catch pigeons? Like, I've never seen him do that in comics or anything like that. But that's okay. That's my perspective. That's my opinion. But it's a very good game. It's a must play if you haven't already played it. I'm sure most of the people have already played Spider-Man. And speaking of the DLC, what I found was that the DLC was pretty short and it got over quickly. Like, I was playing it really slow because I already had a rough idea that it was like pretty short, but you have to get your hands on that because one of the reasons I'm telling you to get the DLC is that it's the continuation of the where the story ends in Spider-Man. And you get to know the rest of the story and there's a different ending, and all these three DLCs are connected to each other. So basically the difference between the Game of the Year edition and the Spider-Man, the normal Marvel Spider-Man CD, is that you get the extra DLC with it, or otherwise if you already have a Spider-Man copy you can actually buy the DLC through the PS store or from various dealers. They sell out the vouchers. And the Spider-Man DLC, people find the screwball challenges irritating, but like one of this chasing scene which is going on right now, I really enjoyed it. And also the combat screwball challenge, even I enjoyed that. Some people don't like screwball challenges, but I really like them. I enjoyed it completely, so I would rate it about 8 because it was really small. The story was really small and it got over soon in like about 5 to 6 hours. That's my only complaint with it. But I got to play as Spider-Man again, so I actually completed it and came back to the game just to play the DLC as soon as I got it for cheap. It's not worth the whole 1664, but there are like other places where you can get it for about 500 rupees, so that's worth it. And you should totally go for it. I recommend you play the DLC, so you like when you continue the story and we get the Marvel Spider-Man 2, you can actually just start from where you stopped and you don't miss out on anything. So yeah, that's my review for today. I rated about 8 and I hope you enjoyed this video. So as usual, I'm gonna let the video play out a little bit before I turn it off. If you want to connect with me, you can connect with me on Instagram. My ID is itstimetokill_. So see you in my next video. Thank you.
Officially unfollowed.